5 richest countries in the world, 2023. #1. Luxembourg GDP per capita, USD, 141,590.
Tiny Luxembourg is the wealthiest country in the world in terms of GDP per capita. In the heart of Europe, Luxembourg offers easy access to markets throughout the region. It's also an ideal hub for many transcontinental transport routes, including rail lines, roads, and maritime shipping routes. Despite being landlocked, strong economic policies in Luxembourg promote business development and foreign investment. There are tax incentives for foreign companies and streamlined immigration procedures for their workers.
#2. Singapore GDP per capita, USD, 131,430.
According to the IMF, Singapore is the second richest country in the world in terms of GDP per capita. This is due to Singapore's highly developed free market economy, low levels of corruption, and a business-friendly environment. Since gaining independence in 1965, Singapore has worked hard to attract foreign investment and promote growth, using smart policies such as tax incentives. The tiny city-state also has a thriving manufacturing sector that produces electronic components and pharmaceuticals, as well as a robust financial services industry. Singapore benefits from its strategic location, serving as a major hub for trade and travel in Southeast Asia. Its port is one of the busiest in the world, handling billions of dollars worth of trade each year. Another factor is Singapore's highly educated workforce. Over 3/4 of Singaporeans aged 25 to 64 have completed at least upper secondary education. Almost half have university qualifications.
#3. Ireland GDP per capita, USD, 131,030.
In recent years, the Irish government has invested heavily in education, producing a highly skilled, university-educated workforce with a commitment to innovation. Over 2/3 of the Irish population aged 15 to 64 have completed upper secondary education. Almost a quarter have tertiary qualifications. The resulting pool of highly qualified workers is great for businesses in many industries. What's more, Ireland has been extremely successful in attracting foreign investment. It attracts multinational corporations such as Microsoft, Apple, and Facebook, with low corporate tax rates and pro-business policies. Ireland benefits from strong trade ties with other countries, including the United States and the EU countries. It's also one of the world's leading exporters in agriculture, food and drink, pharmaceuticals, chemicals, machinery, and software sectors. (2022's World Cup host Qatar is also the 4th richest country in the world, behind Luxembourg, Singapore, and Ireland. Qatar's riches mainly come from its large reserves of oil and gas. The country has the 3rd largest reserves of natural gas in the world. It's also a major producer of oil. Qatar exports both oil and gas to other countries, which provides a significant source of income. What's more, the Qatari government has invested heavily in education and healthcare, creating a highly skilled workforce. Qatar's government also provides generous subsidies and benefits for citizens, further boosting the high standard of living. Qatar also has a small population compared to other countries, so its wealth is distributed among fewer people. Switzerland is well known for its picturesque mountain villages, world-class skiing, and delicious chocolate. But it's also one of the richest countries in the world, coming in 5th on the list of highest GDP per capita. So why is this tiny alpine nation so rich? Well, for starters, the Swiss economy is highly diversified, with strong sectors in finance, banking, healthcare, and manufacturing. The Swiss also have a long history of political stability and neutrality, making Switzerland an attractive destination for both businesses and individuals wishing to avoid conflict. What's more, doing business is easy in Switzerland, with its low corporate tax rate and efficient infrastructure.